Full Zapier tutorial for beginners 2023 step by step. I am going to be showing you how you're going to use Zapier for your benefits and how you're going to basically use it to automate your workflows. So we're going to be discussing all of that in great depth and detail. So just make sure to watch this video till the end. So yeah, now basically you're going to head into Zapier's main website. Okay. So this is Zapier's, main website. Here you can see all this stuff like automate your lead flow, automate your entries, automate your to-do list, automate your team updates, and all that stuff. Okay. Now, once you obviously see this, what you're gonna do to basically, start yourself off is you're gonna learn what Zapier actually is. Okay. Now, Zapier, as we can see, easily connect the apps you use for work, saving you time, no code required. Now, to explore this, we're going to go over here in products and see how Zapier actually works, okay? Now, you're going to go here, okay? Now, once you go in Zapier, here you can see transform your business with no-code automation. Get started in minutes with our intuitive editor. Connect with 5,000 plus of the web's top apps, including the critical business tools you use every day. Build Zapier's automated workflows directly in the intuitive drag and drop editor, no code needed. Start automating in just a few clicks and perform up to 100 actions in a single zap. Also build powerful zaps without limits. You know your business, so you should make the rules. Create flexible automations that perform different actions based on if and then logic. Customize your zaps with webhooks, receive data from any service, or send requests to any URL without writing code or running your servers. Cover all your bases. Don't see a business app you need among Zapier's 5,000 plus integrations. Build your own for free. Now, if we move further on, basically, we can also see that you can rely on a secure platform to scale your business and all that stuff, so it's pretty easy to get your head behind Zapier. Now let's go ahead and create ourselves an account. So to create an account, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to click on sign up. Now, once you click on sign up, obviously you're going to come here where it's going to say join millions worldwide who automate their work using Zapier. Okay. Now, obviously I'm going to go ahead and add a work email. Now I'm going to be using a temp email for this video, but you can go ahead and use your proper email if you want to. Okay. Now that could be your Gmail, your Yahoo, Hotmail, all that stuff. So you can go ahead and use that accordingly if you want to. Again, I'm just going to use the temp mail because of the video purposes. So I'm going to copy the code here, come here on work email. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and paste it. Now, once it's pasted, choose name and click on get started for free. Now, once I click on get started for free, basically it's going to come here where it's going to ask me to input a password and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in a good strong password. Now, again, make sure that you meet their requirements. Sometimes the requirements are a bit too much. So once you meet the requirements, click on get started for free. 1 alpha character, password shorter than 20 characters, may not have 3 or more repeating characters. So, it always has its issues. So there we go. Now that should work. Wow. Now, in some cases it will do this, so just go ahead and make sure to not add same, you could say, letters with each other. And once you do that, just add a few numbers, and once you do that, just click on get started for free, and hopefully this should work. Yeah, there we go. Now, as you can see, you have, created yourself an account, and once an account for yourself has created, you're going to come here where it's going to give you all these things like help us customize your experience by telling us a bit about yourself. Select the role that best describes you. Now, this is required, so please do make sure to go ahead and input the correct data in. Now, it could be, sales operations, IT, you have engineering, data science, business owner, customer support ops, HR, project management, and everything. So I'm going to go ahead with IT, and I'm going to click how many employees. I'm going to go with 1 to 49. And yeah, now once we're over here, obviously you can see all these apps as so, and we're going to tell them what apps we use. So basically accordingly choose the apps that will, make it more easier for you to mess around with and to work with. So if we were to, let's say, go ahead and choose Google Sheets, Gmail, Slack, or something like that, that would, be better for us. That would work more for us. Now, let's go ahead. I'm going to obviously skip this step because I don't want to get into the integrations right now, because this is obviously, like you can tell, this is the integration section. They're asking us to connect to other apps and, just, get integrations and stuff running. Now, again, I don't want to get my integrations running right now. I'm just going to go ahead, click on skip, and, just head into the main Zapier dashboard. Now, this is your Zapier dashboard, and this is where you're, going to be doing all your main work. So here we have make a Zap, create your own workflow, and you exactly what you want to build and stuff. So let's say you want to, run a workflow. So I'm going to create a app. So HubSpot, we all know HubSpot. Okay. You can create a Zap of that with get response. Okay. Now you're probably wondering what this is going to do. What's a Zap? So once you've chosen the two apps, you're going to select a trigger. And once you select a trigger, you're going to select an action. So basically a trigger is one action that takes place. So let's say on HubSpot, okay, the trigger is the company recently created or updated, okay? Or, like that's a trigger. Like company recently created or updated something in their table or timeline. Once that happens, that will trigger this action. So this action, so let's say once a company recently creates or upgrade, it will create a newsletter in get response, or it will create or update a contact in get response. So that is what a Zap is. This trigger will zap this action, and this action will take place. So yeah, you get the point. You get what it will do. You get what, it basically constitutes, what it works around and stuff. So down here, you can see the recommended workflows recommended for you. Like as an IT expert, you can see all these stuff. So save new Gmail attachments to Google Drive, and, all the stuff that goes on down here. And then obviously every Zap and automation works differently. So if like you were to come here on the left hand side, this is where you're going to create a Zap, and this is like where you get different stuff like, your last Zaps, your transfers, interfaces, your apps, and all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and create a Zap, okay? Now, you're probably wondering what Zap am I going to create? Let's connect our Gmail to, let's say, a Google Sheet or something, okay? So let's go ahead. Here you can see all these apps that you can obviously accordingly connect with each other and Zap with. So just, write Gmail over here, and Gmail is going to show up. So choose Gmail. Now, once you choose Gmail, obviously you're going to see that this is going to act as a trigger for you. Now you're going to choose an event. An event is extremely required. So let's say you have different, like many events, new attachment, new label, new email matching search. You have a new labeled email, new start email, all that stuff. So I'm going to go with new email. So as you can see, triggers. It says triggers when a new email appears in the specified mailbox. Okay, so once you've done that, we're going to click on continue, and now it's going to say choose an account. Okay, so once you click on continue, as it says account, so we're going to connect our Gmail to our Zapier. So obviously it's going to say it's only going to take a second and everything, and obviously it does actually just take a second. So here we are in the sign up section. And once you're over here, obviously choose the account. So I'm going to choose this account as so. So allow everything. Zapier is extremely trusted, so don't worry. Now, once you allow it and you connect your Gmail with your, Zapier, what you're going to do now is you're going to click on continue. So obviously I'm going to have my Gmail open in like this tab over here. So I'm going to go ahead, have my Gmail open. Now, let me just, work this out. Once your Gmail is, properly open, here we have it. So I'm going to come here, and once, once your Gmail is properly open, you're going to like keep track of the email that you're going to get, any extra email if you get it, or, something like that. So obviously choosing the app and event. Now, once you've chosen that, you're going to come here and choose your trigger. So come here on searches, and as you can see, you can start choosing your trigger as so down here. So you have chat, sent, inbox, important, all that stuff. So I'm going to keep it on chat. Once you keep it on chat, obviously over here, you're just going to click on continue. And here it says test your trigger. We'll find a recent email in your email account to confirm that the right account is connected, and you can go ahead and test your trigger if you want to. So obviously it says we couldn't find an email like this. Create a new email in your this account and test your trigger again. And again, I'm gonna test my trigger, okay? And like if the trigger sometimes doesn't work, it probably means that maybe your account is full or something like that. So you can always skip the test if you want to. Now, once you skip everything, skip the test and all, you're gonna move on to actions, okay? So once your email is found and all like the triggers are integrated and all that stuff is done and it's like properly connected, you're gonna continue and head over to actions, okay? Now, an action is an event a Zap performs before it starts, obviously because we discussed this. So now, as I said, we're going to be using Google Sheets. So let's head over to Google Sheets and let's choose an event. So it could be, copy worksheet, create multiple spreadsheet rows, create spreadsheet. I'm going to go and click on create spreadsheet. Now, once you click on create spreadsheet and, you've gone with the necessary setting, now what you're going to do is you're going to click on continue as so. And once you have, clicked on continue and gone with main setting, you're going to basically choose your Google Sheets. Okay. Now here you have it. You're going to sign in with your Google Sheets account again. So sign in with whatever Gmail account your Google Sheet is on. So I'm just going to sign in with my Google Sheet Gmail. And once you've done that and, allowed and authorized Zapier to access your account, from there on out, as you can see, it's going to be connected. Let's just wait for it to load. There we are. Now you're going to click on continue. And here we have it. Now, first of all, you're going to choose your Google Drive if you want to, because the Google Drive where your spreadsheet resides, if nothing is selected, then your personal Google Drive will be used. So you're going to use a proper Google Drive where the spreadsheet's going to come to, because like there's no other place where it can be stored. Then spreadsheet containing the worksheet to copy. So you can choose value again. You can send it to any person that you have worked with before with like the whole Google Sheets interface. And once you choose the value in that context, you're also going to basically choose the value of worksheet to copy. And like, let's say I'm going to choose this untitled spreadsheet. Then you're going to come here, choose the worksheet to copy. I'm going to copy it to this. And then obviously this is optional. You can copy like which spreadsheet should the worksheet be actually copied to. If left blank, it will be copied to the spreadsheet containing the original worksheet. So just choose this accordingly, click on continue. And once it finds, your spreadsheets and stuff, you can test the action if you want to. And if the action actually works, if it like zaps properly, you can check your Google Sheets. A worksheet was sent to Google Sheet about 2 seconds ago. So if I am to come here and I'm going to go ahead, you know what, more easier way would be just come to your Gmail and go over here, your apps, and you're going to see Google Sheets down here. There we go. So just open your Google Sheets associated with that account and let's just wait for it to load. And here we are. So as we can see, it sent us a new spreadsheet like right now. So here we have it, untitled spreadsheet. Let's open it and look at that. So email address, first, last, age, all this stuff. So as we can see, the Zap actually works. So once the Zap works, we're, going to close this. And if like there's, any issues, like obviously we can see that there's an issue with the account. We couldn't find an email, create a new email in your account and test your trigger again. So you can go ahead and just, create a new email if you want to. And once you've like, connected and created new emails and stuff, from there on out, it's pretty easy. Like you can also change the account if you want to. So let's say I'm going to, switch it to my other Gmail account. And if that still does issues, then obviously there might be an issue with like the servers of Zapier. There could be an issue, a technicality issue. So once you've chosen this, again, I'm going to click on allow. And once I've clicked on allow, I'm just going to wait for it to connect it. And there we are. Now, once it's connected, I'm going to click on continue, and yeah, now we're going to do a test trigger. Now, once it, tests it, I'm just going to wait for it to do so. Again, as you can see, it gives, you could say, an alert, okay? Now, obviously, that means that there's maybe an issue in the server, but once you're, like, done with all of this, once everything is actually done, all you're gonna do is you're gonna click on fix to publish. Okay, now obviously you're gonna do that when everything is green, but right now we have a yellow marker, which means that we have an issue with the account. So obviously that issue can be resolved pretty easily. Just choose a different account, and there we are. So, oh, as you can see, the account just worked and we're good to go. So once we're good to go, now what you're going to do is you're just going to publish your Zap and turn it on. So as you can see, ready to publish your Zap. Publishing will save your setup, turn on your Zap, and start to automate your work. So I'm just going to go ahead, click on publish, and there we are. So there we go. So cannot publish Zap. You must confirm your email address before enabling the Zap. So just go ahead and enable your email at Zapier. Okay, it's going to take a second, so just do that. Obviously, you know it's a necessity to confirm your email address with all these services. So just go ahead and quickly confirm yourself. And I'm just going to add in the email I copied. Click on continue. You're going to choose your password. Okay. So once you have obviously choose your password, what you're going to do from there on out is just click on continue. And once everything is, good to go, from there on out, yeah, you're gonna be basically verified. So there we have it. Now once you're obviously verified, you're gonna click on the reload page for the editor, and don't worry, everything is gonna be saved, so like there's no issue with that. And it's just gonna see if everything is good to go, and if everything is, just go ahead, click on publish and turn on. Just wait for it to do so, and there you go. Once we verified it, your Zap is on. Transfer existing data, then create an email in Gmail to try it out. So once we're done with that, now it's time to obviously do some Zap testing. Now Zap testing is obviously, as it says, testing the Zap that we just created. So to test the Zap, basically we're gonna head over to our dashboard. Okay, so here we are in our dashboard, and obviously if we were to go to our email, I'm gonna reload this email just to see if it is integrated and working well. Now, here's our spreadsheet. Now, as you can see, our spreadsheet is as so, and it's pretty simple, working pretty easily right there. Now, obviously, the Zap was for creating a new email. So, let's say I'm gonna compose an email. You can write it to, someone random. The subject could be, again, something random. So this is a sample email for testing my Zap at Zapier that I created. Okay, just use that again in Zapier. There we go, and click on send. Okay, and make sure the address is properly recognized. So once you choose a properly recognized address, all you're gonna do from there on out is just click on send. And once you click on send, obviously what's going to happen is it's going to send the email, obviously. So we're just going to send the email, and as so, we can see that the email has been sent. Now, once the email has been sent, what we're going to do is we're going to head over to our spreadsheet and see if it actually did something about it. So we're just going to wait for a second or two, and we're going to reload our Google Sheets page. And once you reload the Google Sheets page, come to your main Google Sheets, you're going to see that the Zap actually works. So obviously, to mess around with like the Zap furthermore, if you want to, you can come to your Zap to see like the different settings that your Zap has. So obviously, new email in Gmail. So a new email will be either received or sent by your end. And then what that will do is it will copy the worksheet in Google Sheets. So yeah, I forgot to send the email to myself. I'm sorry. We need to send the email to ourselves. So just adding my email. There we go. Then send the email. So I am testing the Zap again. Send the email to yourself. Okay, sent. So here we have it. So the email just got sent to myself. Now I'm gonna head over to my Google spreadsheet. And once you head over to the Google spreadsheet, you're going to basically reload the page and everything, and you're going to head back to the main dashboard. And over here, basically, you're going to get your spreadsheet that's going to be shown over here, which is like it's your copied spreadsheet, you could say, is going to be shown over here. So you can open it, and all your data will be copied over here and stuff. And yeah, That's basically how you're gonna, work with zaps and stuff. And as you can see, it's pretty easy stuff to work around with, pretty robust, pretty precise, and it's like not too difficult to, get along with it. You can also like do different integrations like connecting your Google form to your Gmail and all that stuff. And obviously, this will just make life much easier for you. Now, one more thing is that you can create multiple zaps. Now, how do you create multiple zaps? For that, you're going to click on Edit Zap. And once you click on Edit Zap, as you can see, you can create multiple zaps for yourself. So just, just keep on creating multiple things and keep on creating them. And that's a multiple zap. So one zap can basically do like 6 to 7 actions for you. And that's what a multiple zap does. It just does multiple actions at once. So that's also a pretty cool thing to have by your side, pretty cool feature that you can get behind, pretty cool feature that you can work with. And a lot of people do use this because this feature has a good chance of, just making your work more efficient, more quicker, more smoother, and it like allows you to get rest. Like you won't have to do everything by yourself. Automation or Zapier is just going to do it for you. Now that we've discussed all of that stuff when it comes to your main automations, you can also go and connect more things with other things, multiple zap testings and stuff. And yeah, so that's like the crux of like the whole matter. Now, if you were to go and discuss what is Zapier transfer. Now, obviously, if you were, paying attention, then on the left-hand side of like the corner, you could see Zapier transfer. Okay, now you're probably wondering what the transfer is. Now, the transfer is when you like select a source and a destination and you can like do transfers around them. So if I were to go and click on transfers, obviously, as you can see, create your first transfer. A transfer sends data in bulk from one app to another. This is useful for importing records of completing a batch process. So connect your apps, connect your data source and destination apps, select data to move, filter and select which data to send, transfer your data, send your data from one app to another. So obviously, that's what basically your transfer is. So we're going to go and click on create a new transfer. And once you create a new transfer, here it says how many times do you actually want your transfer to run. So obviously you have two types. There's the moves data one time and move data one time to catch up a system that's fallen out of sync. And then there's the move data on a fixed schedule. Move data daily, weekly, or monthly based on preset filters. So I'm going to go on move data one time for now, run once. And once you do that, obviously it's going to load the necessary apps that are needed for this function to actually, work. So once we do that, here we have it. So yeah, create new transfer and here we go. So send data from one app to another. To send data in bulk through transfer, select a data source and destination. Since transfer is still in beta, there are currently only 30 data source apps to choose from. Then you obviously have all this over here, select source and select destination. Okay, so this is where your data is located. So you're going to choose the app where your data is located. So let's say Gmail is where data is located. Source data could be, a labeled email, start email, attachment. I'm going to go with email. And then you have selected destination. This is where your data will be actually sent to. So again, you could go with Google Sheets. And once you choose Google Sheets, obviously you have different destination actions. So you can create spreadsheet columns, create spreadsheet rows, multiple spreadsheets, copy worksheets, create worksheets, and all that stuff. So once you do this, you're going to click on next. Now you can also select your data source accordingly if you want to. Now, selecting your data source is also pretty easy and simple to work with. So Zapier uses bank level security to protect your credentials. So make sure to choose the Gmail that you want to connect to. And once you do that, click on next, select your data source, choose a value and all that. So I'm going to go with choose a value, click on next. Now, by default, this search will trigger on emails in all folders, including sent emails, which most people don't want. To limit results like to your inbox, include in colon inbox. This works the same as the search bar as you see in Gmail. For example, colon from colon Amy or from colon David or in colon dot inbox. So These are basically lines of codes that you can maybe learn for yourself if you want to. And yeah, they work wonders for you. So once you've obviously chosen this, connect your Google Sheets account, obviously connect that. Then you have map your data. Map data from Gmail to Google Sheets. Choose the value accordingly if you want to. Choose the value, title, headers, overwrite. Like once all of that is done, I'm just going to choose the spreadsheet. Here we go. Choose the title. I'm going to go with, let's go with this, body plane. And once you do that, choose the header. And once that is done, again, choose the overwrite value. I'm going to go with true. And if a worksheet with the specified title exists, its content would be lost. Please use with caution. And once you do that, click on next, and here you are. Are your fields mapped correctly? We pull data from your Gmail account so you can see how it will look in Google Sheets. Please go back and edit your fields if you notice a mismatch. So obviously this is your preview. And once your preview looks good, just click on looks good, and yeah, that's basically it. So let's take a look at your data, add filters as needed, and select the data that you would like to send. So now that you're, done with that, basically you're good to go from there. Now, basically, that's like most of the things that there are when it comes to using Zapier. As you can see, not a lot. Like Zapier isn't very, you could say, like it is a bit complicated, but it isn't something that you can get your head around. So that's about it. Now, like one more thing, if I just want to discuss the pricings and plans of Zapier because they're pretty necessary to discuss. So if I go in billing and usage, you can see this stuff over here. So John Leahy, obviously I'm on the free plan right now where I have unlimited zaps, and obviously you can change your plan if you want to, and you can also add different payment informations like American Express, MasterCard, Visa, Diners Club, Union Pay, UCB, Discover, PayPal, and your own bank if you want to add that. But if you go on change plan, as so, look at this. You can see 3 different plans. Okay, let me just wait for it to load up. Here you have it. You have like in yearly, you have 5 different plans. So the free, starter, professional, team, and company. This is obviously the yearly, but in the monthly, you have different prices. So the free plan for individuals who need the basics of automation. Okay, single step zaps, no code editor. This is the plan we're on. Then obviously, as I said, you had the starter plans, the professional, team, and company. Now the company plan is obviously for like proper full-fledged companies, like a big company that works with each other. Then you have the teams plan for teams building and collaborating on automation across the organization. And you have the professional plan, which is $73 per month, and then there's the starter plan with $29 per month. And obviously accordingly they have the like features that respectively go up and up, and just work amazingly. So yeah, that's about it when it comes to Zapier and how you're going to use it. Now, if you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, please let me know down in the comments below. And please do make sure to share this video around with people because it helps me out a lot. It helps the channel out a lot. And if you watched this video till the end and enjoyed it, please drop down a nice comment so I can know. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you all keep having a great day. That was all from me, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.